Jody Whitesides, and welcome to another Inside the Recording Studio Tuesday tip. Today we'll be taking a look at placing a little bit of reverb on a vocal. On this particular track, you can see that I have a Lexicon 224 going on, and let's just play the track so we get an idea of what the finalized vocal sounded like. All right, so you can tell there's a pretty nice space going on with a couple of effects, but let's take just the reverb for the moment. So let's solo it out. This is what the vocal sounds like just soloed.
For all the effort immortalized, support gives way to hidden guys.
So I've built a nice little tiny space around the vocal in terms of the reverb. And what we're looking at is this particular setting right here, the pre-delay. Now, the tempo of the song is 118. The pre-delay is currently set to 64, which is just below a 30-second note in that this song has a little bit of a lopsided feel to it. Not quite triplet, but it's definitely swung a little bit, which is why I chose to go with something a little bit less, so to speak, than a straight 30-second note. Now I can move that around. The straight 16th note would be about 127. So if I bring it out to that, it maxes out at 107. So I can't even get there. But this is where the vocal will be very much out front of the reverb at this point.
For all the effort immortalized.
So you hear that you've got a very clear vocal and then the reverb for it happens. If I bring it back down to something much less, the vocal will not be quite out as front.
For all the effort immortalized.
And the amount of the reverb effect having kind of a slap to it is diminished drastically since it's pretty much right up on the vocal. So if we go back to the original setting that I had, 64, we'll hear that.
For all the effort immortalized.
The vocal stands out away from the reverb a little bit and gets a little bit of a definition to it when the small amount of reverb comes back. And that is why we use pre-delay, is to kind of set the vocal in, whether it's out front of that space, directly in the space, or way away from the space, to give us a sense of depth. Happy mixing.